This is Franco Cabral broadcasting from the Honest Liar podcast, a conversation around finding the inner liar within all of us and leveraging the truth to create expansion across all areas of your life. Today's topic is, I already won. So I'm driving, today is fight day, and I'm recording this from my cell phone, so I'm sure you hear a bunch of background noise. Quite honest, I don't even know if I'm going to post this podcast, but I'm recording this to lock in the feeling that I'm feeling right now, and also what happened for me this morning. So this beginning of this year, I set out to accomplish becoming the man that can step in the ring. And it came from a place of fear and pain when I thought about my insecurities and doubts and fears around being able to protect my children. And for some reason that manifested into this target of I want to compete in a USA amateur boxing fight. Now, mind you, at that point, when I thought about this target, I had never fought in any fight in my entire life, physical fist fight, and never trained, with the exception of maybe as a young kid, I did, a few months, maybe a year, I don't even remember, of martial arts, but never done any boxing other than kickboxing class maybe, but never any training. And this was definitely an impossible game, and it scared me enough that I decided to commit to it immediately. And I knew that I was going to need to change my body. I was going to have to increase my skill. I was going to have to train with coaches and hire the right people. And I was going to have to put in a lot of physical work. So I went on that journey. And the very first thing I did was I committed to a gym. I signed up for a $3,500 package up front. And I said, all right, I'm all in. I had no clue what the fuck all in meant at that time. But at least I made a commitment to go and to lean in and recognize that I couldn't do it on my own at the time. And then week after week, day after day, month after month, I put in the work, and I put in the work that I thought would get me where I needed to be on today. And physically, I am the man that I desired to be. I put in the reps, and I'm ready, and I signed up for a USA amateur boxing fight. 3 weeks ago, when I found this out, something happened that was completely unexpected for me. I anticipated the physical part of this journey. And it's been hard. And I've changed my habits. I've started waking up at 4:30 in the morning. I went to sleep earlier. I've worked on sleep, diet. I lost about 12 pounds this year. I have increased my conditioning. I've spent money on training, countless hours on training sessions, hired a one-on-one coach, sacrificed time for my family. And all of that was the things that I anticipated. But what I did not anticipate was the emotional part of what I've gone through over the last few weeks. The amount of fear and anxiety and stress of, not feeling good enough, or doubting what was going to happen in the ring, or doubting whether I was capable enough, and just the mind tricks that my mind has played with me, justifying why I shouldn't do this event. Up until yesterday even, I was thinking of canceling this event. And this morning, I got a gift. An unexpected gift. And yesterday, I got another gift. And there's been multiple gifts along the way. And one thing that I realized is that through the journey of the consistent reps and the daily disciplines and being open with my heart to God, meditation, the stacks, being self-aware, I'm hearing my inner voices. I'm also receiving the gifts that sometimes I would have missed in the past. One of the gifts that I received yesterday was really pivotal to me, was my brother reaching out to me. And he texted me. He's in Japan right now, and he's not going to be able to be here. And I'm a bit emotional about that because my brother gets it. He's been through this journey. And I'm kind of sad thinking that he never really told me about this journey. He did this solo. I didn't even know that my brother had fought in college and did amateur boxing matches but I wasn't able to be there for him. And he gave me that gift yesterday because he sent me a message to see how I was doing. And I was in a really dark space yesterday. I was scared. I was afraid. Wanted to quit. And he told me what I needed to hear. And basically the message was that I'm not alone. And that what I'm feeling is exactly what he felt. And that he felt that up until the moment that he stepped in the ring. And it gave me permission to feel what I was feeling. And I started to cry. And I've been holding in those tears for a while. Because it's scary, and anytime there's something that is truly going to make you expand, there's fear, there's doubt, and you have to push through that fear. And I'm literally recording this, pushing through that fear right now. And yesterday, I got the gift of my brother allowing me to give myself permission to just feel what I was feeling. And to know that I'm not alone. And that he felt that too. So that yesterday gave me the relief that I needed. And it set in motion another emotional day. But it at least gave me the ability to just be with what I was feeling. And to be present to it. And allow myself to be in the moment and go through the process of what I was feeling. And there's been lots of obstacles. Just yesterday, I didn't even know if I was going to fight this fight because I had issues getting my boxing book, and I left it to the last minute, and lots of other obstacles, but God wants me to make this fight happen. So I'm going to make it happen because every obstacle that came up, there was a solution. And this morning, I woke up and I was training because I was right at the fight weight. My weigh-in is later today. And I wasn't happy because I was a pound over where I need to be later today, and I haven't eaten yet. So I did a workout, and as I was working out, I was starting to visualize the fight, chanting to myself, I am a champion. Then I remembered that my family is my power. And I went through an evolution that I talked about, I think in one of the podcasts earlier, in Warrior Week 2 years ago, where I had to dig really deep through something painful, and they asked me to chant my family's name. So I started repeating as I was working out today: Adrian, Sienna, Ileana, Franco. Adrian, Sienna, Ileana, Franco. And I felt power as I was doing that. And I started to feel some of the fear going away and started leaning into the power. And then I received another gift. And I actually got this message 2-3 days ago from one of the other coaches at a gym that I train at. And I didn't even listen to the message. I didn't know what it was. And I just was in a space where I'm trying to focus and I don't want so many distractions. But for some reason, I decided to listen to his message. And it was powerful. And it was just what I needed to hear. And I wouldn't have been ready to receive that gift 2 days ago because I was still completely in fear. And I started shifting this morning to power and to faith. And the message essentially was that to visualize, I already won. And the fight is just realizing that win. And he talked me through, the importance of recognizing and listening and watching and feeling myself already with my hands raised, the crowd cheering, the feeling that I will feel of accomplishment, my family being there, seeing me, the pride, my coach, and I already won. And that is the feeling that I'm choosing to lean into today. I'm choosing to lean into the faith and the visual that I already won. Because faith always triumphs fear. And fear is a catalyst to growth and expansion. But fear alone is not going to create expansion. At a certain point, you have to lean into faith, because faith is always more powerful than fear. And that is the message that I want to lock in my heart right now. That is the message that I want to share with you guys today. Faith is more powerful than fear, but fear is important to honor the space that's required, because fear is required for expansion. But once you've honored that, you've accepted that space, then it's time to visualize what you desire, and then to lean into faith and trust in yourself that you've put in the work, trust in the process, and then fucking go. And that's my message today. Thank you for listening.